Storms on Friday, high 88. And for Saturday, partly sunny, a chance of showers and thunderstorms once again with a high 87. Overnight low was 73. Yesterday's high was 93. About 3/100ths of an inch of rainfall here at the WFIW studios yesterday afternoon. Currently, humidity at 94%. Winds from the south-southwest at 3 miles an hour. Pressure at 29.93. Right now, partly cloudy skies. We've got 77 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-woo!
K.O.
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 K.O. K.O.
Sounded like Ed McMahon and his three brothers.
Ed McMahon and his three Stooges.
Sound like the Three Stooges.
We've been able to successfully meld Ed McMahon and the Three Stooges.
Well, you remember the Stooges? They go, hello.
There you go. You couldn't find a better way to start the show. KO Wednesday here.
Yes.
It's Hump Day, and Ken Odie is here as he graces our studios once a week. Thank you for being here, KO.
Always a pleasure.
We're glad to have you. The great provocateur of social media in Fairfield, looking for places to be able to jab his finger and get people upset. That's why we have him here. I'm fueled on caffeine today. I'm back in the coffee slot, baby. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
Yeah,
and
just
the
don't
day before.
Just don't cross me.
You pour some CBD oil in there.
Just don't cross
That's
me
right.
because every once in a while I have a temper too.
Yeah. Found that out.
There's a little bit of a. I might not have reacted the best way yesterday when I got slapped around a bit. I should get used to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I got the bucket of bunk. That's good stuff, don't you
Yep,
think?
That's coming up.
Yep.
So what's going on, Ken?
You know,
What have you been provocateuring about?
Nothing.
I'm taking a little sabbatical in July. Just a little one. If something comes up, I'll share it, but
Nothing.
it's pretty quiet right now.
You're not out there on patrol looking for tattered flags anymore?
Nope, that was taken care of.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, the one that you were most upset about
Appreciate it.
was
Appreciate
handled.
All
It
right.
was handled.
I got one question. Who
Go ahead.
says soccer is not exciting? Did you watch any of the
I
World Cup
do.
semifinal game last night?
Soccer's a communist sport.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Any
That-
sport that you
football.
can't use hands.
That's
is
right.
That
communist.
That's exactly
was an
right.
exciting match last night. U.S. scored. England scored to tie. U.S. scored. England scored. They ruled the goal. The player was offsides who scored, so they waved it off. U.S. committed a penalty in the penalty box, so they got a penalty kick. England did, and then the U.S. goalie guessed right and stopped it. They held on. What an exciting
How did
match!
we win without Megan Rapinoe?
I don't know.
Everybody thought that was some sort of political move instead of that she pulled her hamstring.
I tell you, this
She's
was
the one that.
Yeah.
She said, I won't go to the blanking White House if
This
he's...
was the first World Cup soccer match I'd watched.
Really?
And the U.S. has a player by the name of Lavelle.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll shoot it from about 30 yards out. I mean, it's a rocket, you know. Couldn't believe it. I was like, man, how did she not score?
You can tell he's not from Fairfield.
That's right. He's
He's into soccer.
he's a ferner.
I'm just pointing out.
I have
It was an
submerged-
exciting match.
I'll bet, Mark. In fairness to you, more people watch soccer that had never watched soccer before.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I would
I
agree.
mean,
the
it's-
women's soccer is very exciting.
I rate that right up there with the World Poker Tour.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If people, I don't. Soccer's a great sport. It's played everywhere. Scholarships are. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like to watch it.
It's sort of you have to acquire a taste for Stanley Cup hockey as well.
Yes.
I mean, 1-0 and 2-0 is great hockey, but it's hard to be able to enjoy it when nobody is scoring.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So you got a thrill out of the whole thing, and I'm happy the USA. And we kind of packed it up their behinds, didn't we? Afterwards,
Yeah.
Well, when they scored, they had the little
cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
cup of tea.
Is this some reference to the Boston Tea Party?
I think so.
You think that's what it is?
I don't know.
Well, I think it is. I think they mentioned that on the broadcast after the first goal.
Gee, let's get over it. It's been almost 300 years.
I know. Well,
Can't we be a little more classy about the
and,
whole
and
thing?
then the English celebration, they'd score and they'd go
Yeah.
and they'd run. I couldn't figure that one out.
Stay classy, America. That's what I have to say.
And everybody's been complaining about the women's soccer team because
Well, they get somebody down, they put their foot on their
right.
throat.
Yeah, I mean, what's to complain about?
No, they win.
Tell you what,
We love winners.
if you're in basketball, you get up by 20, and all of a sudden you say, "Oh well, we're up by 20, game's over with."
Yep.
How many times have you seen a team come roaring back? It happens.
That's embarrassing for a coach to have to put his starters back in.
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
fourth
it is.
quarter.
It is. Well, that one game though, they won 13-0. People were a little bit lit up about that.
Well,
Now you get up by 13, you think you're going to be able to cruise a little bit.
you're
okay?
allowed 3 subs in soccer during a match.
I'd find 3 people who have a rough time running if I'm up 13-0. All right, here it is.
We want the bunk.
The same
Give us
singers
the
that,
bunk.
that sang the KO song earlier on, it sounds like. Birthdays today, George M. Cohan in 1878. Entertainer, playwright, composer. Performed with his family, the 4 Cohans. I'd like to thank you for my father. I'd like to thank you for my mother. I'd like to thank you for my sister. That's what he would say at the end of every 4
Performance?
Cohan performance. Yes, he published over 300 songs during his lifetime, including Give My Regards to Broadway, Yankee Doodle Dandy,
That's fitting. Here's July 3rd.
and You're a Grand Old Flag,
Yeah. Love it.
the father of Broadway musicals.
which apparently is not allowed on shoes anymore.
I heard that somebody mentioned that this morning on the
Yeah,
radio.
it was mentioned. By the way, I do have in the stack here, Arizona, which was about to give incentives to Nike to put a plant there after the whole fiasco about don't put the flag on the heel, said just keep your plant.
Yeah.
We don't need it. And I want to reiterate, not one Nike shoe is made in America. Not one. And so here's what I'm doing so that no one calls me a hypocrite. I've got little Nike half socks with the swoosh on it.
Yeah.
Those are going to become what I clean my truck with. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not wearing them.
Metal pan right here. Let's burn them. We'll open the
we
window.
could do that right after the Dave Rigg nuptials.
Yeah.
I like that. And the Derek Dunn donut eating
That's
show. That's tomorrow.
not tomorrow is Derek Dunn's birthday, and he'll be our guest
Yeah.
here on the talk show. That will be the 1-year anniversary of Morning Coffee, July 4th, and Derek Dunn will be here, and we will celebrate his 30th 30.
He is not
30th
going to be
birthday.
on camera eating a donut, is he?
That
I-
I don't
Well,
think.
thinking
I know
about
when I
that.
come back next Wednesday, there's going to be glaze all over this microphone. Crumbs everywhere.
All right, Johnny Lee is 72 today. Johnny Lee Him was his born name. He had 17 top 40 hits.
Isn't he still looking for love?
He's
All the
looking
wrong
for love.
places?
He started
Yeah.
looking for love back in 1980.
He's going to be looking for love in McLeansboro before long.
That's right. He's going to reunite with Mickey Gilley, and he's in the McLeansboro Big Festival down there this fall.
You know why he's looking for love in all the wrong places? Because all the girls get prettier at closing time.
That's right.
Or purtier.
Purdy.
Purtier.
More beautifuler.
Purdier. Purdier.
Very pretty. Number 1 country hit in 1980 was "Looking for Love."
And what movie was that from?
Of course, Urban Cowboy
Yes.
in 1980
Cowboy.
as well.
Yeah.
The United States Navy, worked 10 years with Gilley at his club in Pasadena, Texas. He married Charlene Tilton. I'm talking
From
about
Dallas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he married Charlene Tilton from
did not
Dallas.
know that.
They were only married for 2 years. They have one daughter. He remarried, and his wife, his second wife, and his son from that marriage both died from overdoses. So Johnny Lee's had a rough stretch. He also does a lot of business in Branson. Did you know that?
Yeah. Mickey Gidley does too.
Yes, he does. Guess who's 69 today? Jan Smithers.
From
WKRP.
Bailey.
Quarters. She played that role from 1978 to 1982. You and I looked up a picture of her this morning.
She is not aged well.
The years have not been kind, Ken.
Yeah.
I always thought she was the best looking.
That happened to
Jennifer.
That happened to Ellie Mae Clampett too.
I thought she still looked pretty good down the stretch. Now that would be my opinion. Of course, she was in Louisiana, and I only took pictures. I didn't take pictures. I only looked at pictures. I was not allowed to go down and take pictures of Ellie Mae. Forgettable appearances after WKRP on a number of TV series and movies. She just never, ever recovered from being Bailey Quarters.
I don't ever remember her being in anything else but WKRP.
Her father was an attorney. She, when she was a teenager, two things happened. One, she was in a car. She swerved to avoid an accident. She hit a utility pole, and there was a permanent scar on her chin. If you ever watched her on KRP, look at her chin. You can tell there's a permanent scar there. She, a newspaper reporter, wanted to do a story about teens in the 1980s or 70s. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, she was on the cover of Newsweek on the back of a motorcycle. That's how she was discovered.
Okay.
And she married James Brolin. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's that's Bab's husband now, Barbara Streisand. And they were married from 86 to 95. They have one daughter together. Laura Branigan's birthday today.
Yeah, I don't care if I ever hear Gloria again on this radio station.
She was born in 1952, but she died in 2004. You
I did not know that.
That whole time that the Blues were playing Gloria, all that. Yeah. I kept thinking, where's Laura Branigan to come in and cash in on this? Okay, well she couldn't. She died in 2004.
But her manager did.
Her manager showed up and took a few bows for her. That song did go platinum in 1982. How it became the victory song for the Blues, I have no idea.
I didn't like that song when it was out in 1982.
Well, I liked it the first time I heard
I
it.
don't think I liked it then.
We played it on this radio station after they won every Stanley Cup game. I was starting to get, oh, please lose.
We played it more than once after they won every Stanley Cup game.
Know. Some station in St. Louis played it for like 14 hours.
Yeah.
She contributed to music for the movie Flashdance and Ghostbusters in 1984, but no hits from it. She died at home in 2004 from previously undiagnosed cerebral aneurysm.
Ooh.
So we didn't even know she was gone.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is celebrating a birthday today. He is 56.
Wow.
And we're hoping for him to beat down the Biebs here pretty soon.
Yeah. Probably best known for...
Did you know that Justin Bieber had challenged him to a fight in the octagon? My money is on Cruise.
Yeah. Probably best known for the Mission Impossible movies, but Risky Business.
Oh, no. I can go through the list here. His films have earned over $3.9 billion, more than almost anybody else.
Born on the 4th of July.
Top Gun.
Risky Business in 83.
Top
Gun in 86. The Color of Money in 86. Born on the 4th of July in 89.
Jerry Maguire.
By the way, he won the Academy Award for Born on the 4th of July. Jerry Maguire.
He was in
my favorite. A Few Good Men.
That was.
I love that one. That was
one
Jack
of my
Nicholson.
favorite Tom Cruise movies is All the Right Moves.
Yes.
Remember the football movie?
Oh, that was a great one.
It was like 81, 82, I think.
He is very much connected to the Church of Scientology. And he also... he credits the Church of Scientology of helping him deal with his dyslexia. I don't know how, but that's what he says. In fact, he calls it Scientology of church.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Get the
Leah,
where's the humor on the
so
dyslexia?
Leah Remini is all over Tom Cruise. Then
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
sure
she's
is. He's been married 3 times. Mimi Rogers, Nicole Kidman, and his current wife, Katie Holmes. But he dated some interesting people.
Yeah.
He liked cougars.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did. He dated Patty Scialfa, the person who married Bruce.
Springsteen.
Yeah.
Wasn't she married to Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah. And he dated Cher.
Yeah, I
you
think
know
I
that?
remember that.
Yeah.
16 years his senior, Cher.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. See what happens between him and the Biebs. Looking forward to that fight.
Yeah, I'm
I'd
looking
pay.
forward to that
I'd
one,
pay
too.
pay-per-view for that.
Oh,
Would
I'd
you?
I'd pay money for that.
That only take 15 seconds while he plants the Biebs in the
Second row.
for old guys everywhere. Tom, go get him.
Yeah.
July 3rd, 1863, the U.S. Civil War Battle of Gettysburg ended after 3 days, a major victory for the North as Confederate troops retreated. 1890, Idaho became the 43rd state to join the United States of America and proudly put another star on our great spangled banner.
And then they made French fries.
Got that going for him.
Yeah.
1939, Chick Young's comic strip Blondie, first heard on CBS Radio. 1940, Abbott and Costello debuted on NBC Radio.
Ah, okay.
They did a lot of movies, too. And they didn't even like each other.
Really?
No, they were not very close. 1962, guess who debuted in the major leagues?
1962?
No, that's not right. He became the first African American to be inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
1962?
Yeah.
Satchel Paige?
No, Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
Was the first
okay.
one to get in. He's the first one to start. He's the first one to get in. 1986, Reagan. President Reagan presided over a ceremony in New York. You remember this when they relit the renovated Statue of Liberty. It was a big deal.
You know, Jackie Robinson, going back to that, had a distinguished military career.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
I didn't realize that until last night. I bet how distinguished it was. But
How did you come about that knowledge?
it was a YouTube video on 10 stars that you didn't know were in the military.
Huh. Okay. Music history. The Doors released "Light My Fire" in the United States. Jim Morrison of the Doors died in Paris at the age of 27. and-
Maybe.
Member of the 27 Club.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And France surrendered.
Yeah.
Got the question of the day.
Okay. Real quick, though, one birthday you didn't mention, Dave Barry. The
I saw
columnist.
that. Now, so tell me why that's significant to you.
Got a chance to see Dave Barry one time in Arcola, Illinois.
Really?
Yes. He was performing with the Lawnmower Drill Team. at the Broomcorn Festival.
That's entertainment. We got to get them.
I guess he made a special trip to Arcola just to perform with the Lawnmower Drill Team.
Son of a gun. Wow. Well, I can't top that.
That's why it. That's
Kid-
why it rings in my head when Dave Barry's birthday rolls around.
Ken Odie helped supply the question of the day. Will you be shooting fireworks on this 4th of July? That would be tomorrow, by the way. Mm-hmm. And so we've got some interesting results to that, and we'll do that on Morning Coffee with Ken Odie. And we got some questions for him that he'll find interesting to comment on after this timeout.
Take a step toward updating your home with exclusive life-proof vinyl plank flooring from the Home Depot, starting at just $2.99 a square foot. It locks together for easy installation. It's waterproof, scratch-resistant, and comes in a variety of trendy styles with over 40 colors to choose from. That's a step in the right direction. Today is the day for doing with life-proof vinyl plank flooring starting at just $2.99 a square foot. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only. See store for details.
With the Capital One Saver Card, earn 4% on dining and 4% on entertainment. Now, when you and the family go out, you cash in. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Capital One Bank, USA NA.
This is Christy, and Carnaby has kicked off our Super Summer Sale. All Brighton sandals, flips, and straw handbags are 25% off. You'll find a packed rack of 50 to 75% merchandise, too. With your $125 Brighton purchase, receive a free Rainbow Bright canvas tote. Come see the Carnaby girls and let us get you ready for all your summer fun. Open late on Thursdays and Saturdays till 5.
When you think of kids and their needs, think of the Wayne County Shrine Club, because they are Shriners from Wayne County have raised more than $25,000 over the last 5 years for the Shriners Hospital in St. Louis through their annual onion sale, pork burger and pork chop cookouts, fish fry, the annual Shrine football game between FCHS and Hamilton County, and various other fundraisers. So next time you see a Shriner, think of kids and their needs. They are.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when the Republicans nominated Barry Goldwater for president?
Extremism in the defense of liberty is no vice, and moderation in the pursuit of justice is no virtue.
Race riots broke out in Harlem and Jersey City. President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act.
Many are denied equal treatment, and the law I will sign tonight forbids it.
Tony Lima won the British Open. Roy Emerson and Maria Bueno were champs at Wimbledon. And all these winners were new on the radio.
How glad I am.
Everybody loves somebody.
Wishing and hoping. Keep all the pressure on and let the good time roll. I want to love them so bad.
Down to the boardwalk. Nobody I know could love me more than you. It's the little old lady from Pasadena. They'll take a rope and hang me.
Okay, place your bets. The answer and a pinch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
July 1964. Ragdoll.
The Four Seasons and Ragdoll, the top song of July 1964. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Tired of high-priced service calls? At Finley's Refrigeration, I take pride in answering all calls and giving prompt, courteous 24-hour emergency service. We service all brands and will install high-quality new equipment to keep your home or business comfortable all year round. We accept all major credit cards, checks, and cash. Save yourself a lot of money and a lot of heartache today by calling or texting Finley's Refrigeration for all your cooling and heating needs at 618-599-9888. That's 618-599-9888.
I'm Marlene. I smoked and got macular degeneration, so I don't see very well. If this happens to you, you could need eye injections every month like I do. My first tip is find a doctor that you could trust. My other tip is before they put that needle in your eyeball, look as far away as possible.
Smoking can cause loss of eyesight.
Developed by the CDC. For help quitting, call the Illinois Tobacco Quit line at 1-866-QUIT-YES.
Fireworks, the topic of the Fireworks, the topic of the question
it is.
of the day.
The question
today.
is, and it was provided by.
You're gonna turn us back on.
Yeah, he did.
No, I left myself.
On the video.
On the video.
Oh, I'm sorry. This multitasking, it's very difficult. Why, or will you?
At least you remembered to turn us off when we went to commercial break this time.
Nobody had to tell me.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you have to. That's why I forgot to turn us back on. Will you be shooting fireworks on the 4th of July? And
by the way, all of you that voted yes, that said yes, that's been forwarded to the state's attorney.
There will be a knock on your door. It was a 75%. Almost 3-1. No, people saying no, that there will not be shooting fireworks, to 45 yes. What do you think that's about? That's against the law. It's probably one, right?
Well, yeah, probably against the law, one. And one is there may be a lot of people who are out of town for the 4th of July and not in a position or a place where they can shoot
I'm going to go
fireworks.
watch fireworks. I don't need to shoot fireworks off. Somebody's going to do it for me, right?
I don't shoot a lot of fireworks on the 4th anymore.
You could light up downtown.
Yeah, I could.
From the top.
Yeah.
Building.
Mm-hmm. No, I had an incident years ago
An incident.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why there's only 4 or 3 fingers on your?
That
right
is correct.
Those guys sell the best fireworks. The guy with the eye patch and 3 fingers.
That's right.
Arfie.
I went out to a family reunion one time in Kansas.
Yeah.
For Tina's family.
I thought she was from here.
Well, some of her family lived out there.
Out in
That's where they
Kansas.
had the family reunion.
All right.
So I go out there, and it's in Asawana Popo or something like Asawupi or something like Ottawa,
Yeah, so-
Ottawa.
One of those
Canada.
was that a French name?
No, it's an Indian name. Okay,
So-
go ahead.
So I go out there, and the whole family's there, and there's this little boy, probably 7 or 8 at the time, maybe 10. Anyway, they had a hot tub, so one night we decided, hey, we'll just go sit in the hot tub and just relax. Well, this kid comes running in, he's starting to pushing buttons and flip switches, and I'm
On the hot tub?
on the hot tub.
Go away, kid.
Yeah. So we come to the 4th of July, and we're getting set. We're all out at the park where the fireworks are going to take place. He comes walking up with one of those little helicopter things. He lights it up at my feet, and it right up my throat, right up side of my neck.
You got strafed.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to shoot off fireworks too much anymore.
I understand.
I'll tell you what, 34 years ago this week was the infamous JC's fireworks.
I got to miss
Really?
debacle.
34 years ago?
Yeah. Because my son would turn 1 the next day.
Really?
Okay.
Bruce Reeves was saying to me that he was a JC when a stray bottle rocket set off $5,000 in fireworks in 30
That's
seconds.
a lot of fireworks.
I think Dave told me, the
That's
legend.
a finale.
Yeah.
Yes, before it even
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
Dave said he had 1 or 2 of his daughters, and that he essentially put them. They dove beside
Under a vehicle.
under a vehicle to be able to get away from.
We had Imo McGill, of course, was a
if
prominent.
something like that is going to happen, I'm not going to dive under a vehicle because what if something
you never know.
punctures your gas tank?
So this was at Lakeside, right?
Yeah. And we had Imo McGill, who was obviously a prominent businesswoman at that time, and still is, but we're going to have her light the first one.
Yeah.
And she's down there and
Yeah.
get ready to light it, and turn out I see sparks flying. Somebody had shot a bottle rocket, and it went into one of our boxes of fireworks.
And then it began.
We thought we were doing good by separating these boxes on the ground there so they wouldn't all, if something happened, nah. One goes up, they all go up. And it was absolute mayhem. The first shell that came, one of the first shells that came out hit me in the face.
Seriously?
And I couldn't see. So I'm down crawling around.
So you were actually part of the team to light them.
Well, there were several of us. I'm several guys that are around town now. 4 or 5 injuries, burns. But I was crawling, and I thought, everybody's dead. I just knew it. And I felt water. I thought, okay. So I got in the water. I thought I'll be okay here. And I heard the fire siren. I thought, all right, well, help's coming.
That's amazing.
And no real serious injuries. I just had to get my eyes cleaned out. And
They had something like that up to Lake Springfield, and people died.
And I think the next year or the year after, a young man from Edwards County was killed at Grayville.
Wow.
It happens.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, David Land had a new Chevy pickup truck, had running boards on it.
Took care of that, didn't we?
Yeah, the aerial bomb that blew the running board off underneath the
Sure
door of the
did.
pickup.
Wow. Yeah, he told that story with. Go ahead.
People were diving in the reservoir.
Yeah. we bonded that night, didn't we, Bruce?
It's something we'll never forget.
That sounds to me like history isn't a mystery bit somewhere down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I survived the Fairfield fireworks debacle.
We need to have
My two
T-shirts.
sons- My 2 sons were sitting on the hood of the car, which was parked on the street right behind us, and we found them over at Catholic Church.
But, if you remember, Bruce, about 15 minutes before the show, we decided that the people behind us were too close and moved them back about another 25 or 30 feet.
Thank God you did
Thank God
that.
we did.
Yeah.
And somebody walked over there and asked those people who lived across the street there to quit shooting the bottle rockets.
Mhm.
And they kind of, it's our house, it's our bottle
Yep.
rockets, it's what we want to. And the next thing was bloom.
Wow.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
Okay.
Wow, a great memory.
It said an investigator to look at it, and he was down there looking through all this stuff, and he was going, all unless he was professional. And he said, well, who signed off on this? You did. Well, it looks like an unfortunate accident.
Yes. Absolutely. Wow. So let's hope we don't revisit that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Leave it to the professionals.
So there you go. You have your question of the day. You can see a lot of people are just going to go enjoy somebody else shooting off fireworks.
It's too bad that we can't have something going on with the fireworks. I mean, it's fireworks and that's it. I mean,
really, like some sort of event.
Used to be a 4th of July. I mean, there were American Legion baseball going. There
Didn't
was
we have
baseball
something
everywhere.
downtown last year and then went out to the fireworks?
Yeah,
don't I
that's
remember
right.
that?
There was something downtown
That's right.
last year. Bounce houses.
Yeah.
I don't know how successful it was, but
It's
just too bad that we can't capitalize on that crowd.
Okay, I've got one here that we got to ask. I got to ask you about because you've been around the block. This is a lady that's posted something on Sunday. I'm not going to identify her, but I think the event is interesting, the sequence of events. See, she had a guy come up. She lives outside of town. And we know we've had some stories about people that have attempted some home invasions.
Mm-hmm.
And she says that a guy came up, rang her doorbell, left his car parked at the end of the driveway, obviously a long driveway, and walked up and said that his GPS had gotten him lost and he had run out of gas, and wanted to know if he could get a gallon of gas from her. Well, she didn't have any gas. Then he asked if he could leave his car where it was, and she asked where was it, and he said it was down at the end of the driveway. He said fine. Well, then he left, and she felt guilty that she hadn't been able to help him. This is one of those deals where if you give him $10, it doesn't matter. It's not going to get him any gas. Right. I mean, you know. So her husband felt guilty and went out down the driveway, and guess what?
God, the car was gone.
Sure was. Car was gone, and she called one of her neighbors who said that the same thing had happened to her and a couple of other neighbors 2 doors down. 2 hours later, the exact same thing. So what's going on there, Ken? Is this a part of the casing of a house to see if somebody's there?
You know what? Mayberry's a myth.
Mm-hmm.
It's come to Fairfield. It's been everywhere, and it's
all around
coming
us.
to Wayne County. And you know, when you leave your house, lock your doors. When you get out of your car, lock your car. Don't answer if you don't know who it is at the door. Don't answer it, or look through the peephole, or whatever. Keep your doors locked. It's awful that it has to be that way, but this is reality now.
Well,
also, a Facebook post is not a report to the sheriff's office.
That's the next point.
Yeah.
The fact is that,
or the police department, whatever the case may be.
It's not good when something like this hits social media, and none of these three have offered
She
it
did
to
call the sheriff's department.
And,
good.
By
Good.
all means,
Yeah.
if something like that does happen, unless you're in imminent danger, you might call the sheriff's department office number as opposed to 911.
Yeah. Or if somebody's at your door, you don't know who it is, call the police.
Yeah.
But if you look at the two home invasion attempts from the weekend, you put it at the same. This is the same time frame that this allegedly happened. Well, it happened. Somebody didn't post this for fun.
Right.
This happened. I think it's even more evidence of how important it is for us to lock our houses.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly our doors and everything, windows, everything to
I
protect.
I installed one of those Ring doorbells for my
Did
sister-in-law. How simple it was to do.
For you to. I mean,
It was easy. If I can do it, anybody.
And this
can
is
do
the one where they hit the door, or they hit the button, and all of a sudden on my phone I can
Hers
see
has a
who's on.
motion sensor, and boom, there it is. Because I was mowing yesterday, and she called me. She could see her mowing because I see it go by every time.
Wave at the door.
Simple to install, really
Son of a
easy.
gun. Okay, well, all right. So I think we've drilled that topic. Let me throw a couple more on the platter here. You know, we did that story hit this week concerning Colin Kaepernick and the Betsy Ross flag on the heel of a Nike shoe.
Yeah.
And Arizona has now responded. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey on Tuesday slammed Nike for canceling the release of the shoe featuring the early design of the American flag. He says it's a shameful retreat on Nike's part, and the Republican leader vowed to withdraw all financial incentives recently promised to the company in exchange for opening a manufacturing plant in Goodyear, Arizona, with some 500 full-time jobs. So there's a reaction to the whole thing.
I want to know how they can manufacture shoes in Goodyear, Arizona cheaper than they can in China.
I don't think they are. I think they're trying to get away from somebody like me standing in Fairfield, Illinois, saying there's not one shoe
I
manufacturer
thought maybe
in
it
the
might be a
United States.
distribution center or something like that. But
I don't know what the story is.
Here's the next question: who is Colin Kaepernick anymore? Anyway, why does
He's still
he
trying to
even
be
matter?
relevant.
Why does he even matter in the relevant?
Well, he wouldn't be relevant if Nike hadn't hired him and given him millions to be the face of their product. Why would you do that?
And the sad thing is their sales increased.
They're up 4%.
You know,
because the United States is only a small part of their overall world market,
Right.
and everybody else hates us.
Yeah.
So, if everybody else hates us, why are they paying money to a U.S.-owned company to buy shoes?
I don't know.
Good point.
Yeah, why aren't they boycotting us?
Should
and
be.
buying Puma or Adidas.
I don't know if they're manufactured here, quite honestly. I really
Well, I mean,
don't.
they're European companies anyway.
Sure,
So-
sure.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
There's a simple way to solve this problem. If every red-blooded American would stop buying Nike and stop buying Gillette razors and stop buying everybody that stands up against this kind of rhetoric, sooner or later, the majority would put them out of business. But people are so attached to those things, they think they can't live without them. You can live without them. You just have to choose to.
Amen.
They're attached to the brand.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Agreed.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Well said. Very well said. So there you go. Here's I thought an interesting thing. Democrat Representative Frederica Wilson said that people who are, quote, making fun of members of Congress online should be prosecuted. Is this interesting or not?
Only online?
She's the lady that wears the cowboy hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
She said those people who are online making fun of members of Congress are a disgrace. We're going to shut them down and work with whoever it is to shut them down, and they should be prosecuted. You cannot intimidate members of Congress, frighten members of Congress. It's against the law, and it's a shame in the United States of America. They're going to come put me in cuffs, I'm
Here's
afraid.
a little tip. Stop doing things that cause us to make fun
That's
of you.
a member of Congress calling us shameful and despicable. I think that ship already sailed in D.C.
It's like the pot calling the...
Have you seen all the rhetoric about this military parade?
The one that they want to put in the
They got a train
nation's
there with
capital?
a tank on it and a Bradley and all kinds of vehicles. Oh, my gosh. Come on.
I don't care.
It's America.
Yeah.
Celebrate our military, our independence. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, it's America because of a military conflict.
Sure.
You know, we didn't just go to King George and say, "Hey, let us just
Come on.
let us
Come on,
break
George."
away from
And
you
then once
form
we
our own country."
And then once we beat them, we drink some symbolic tea.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you find yourself getting ticked off more often than you used to be? Well, yeah, I'm on this show. If the answer is yes, you're not alone. 84% of the people surveyed said Americans are angrier today compared with a generation ago.
Thought that was the old fat guy credo. Stay off my lawn.
Right.
When asked about their own feelings, 42% of those polled said they were angrier in the past year than they had been further back in time. And anger can have an effect on your health.
You know, there are classes for that to control that anger.
Pilates?
Yeah, highlights. Goat yoga.
Yogurt?
Goat yogurt.
So,
Approach
anyway.
yourself.
I think of anger as a health risk, said Vice President of and Chief Medical Officer of IBM Watson Health. The fact that the survey showed that we have a generation of Americans who believe that they are now angrier than they were a generation ago tells me that this is going to lead to some consequences from a health standpoint.
I have stopped watching news. I'll check the headlines every morning.
I don't either.
And that's it.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Thank God for YouTube and
let me tell you what I did yesterday.
and Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime is where I am, quite honestly. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. I was in here in this control room, and there was a news item that came across that said the vice president's plane on its way to New England has been rerouted and has been told to come back to Washington, D.C. immediately.
And the event that he was going to attend is canceled. Yeah.
And let me tell you something. The News Hawk, the Buckeye News Hawk Award.
The hair on the back of your neck stood
went up. And I went over to make sure that we had network availability because I was about to go live because I was convinced the only way you would call back Air Force 2 was because there was a problem health-wise.
Something's going on.
Yes. As it turns out, they just canceled the event.
Yeah.
That was it.
There's got to be more to it than that.
I know, but
There
I'm
has
just
to
saying,
be,
that
yeah.
wouldn't you have the same inclination that, there's something bad about to happen? Yeah, it did.
We almost put that in for the Illini News Chief Award.
That's what I'm...
All right, who's got trivia today?
I have it's an interesting concept.
All right.
The name of this game is called Mayberry or Hooterville.
All right.
No
I like
comments
it.
about Hooterville from the public either.
All right.
All right.
I'll give you a name, and you tell me if it's Mayberry or Hooterville.
All right.
Go for it.
All right, we'll do it, but...
you got to give us the questions.
Yep, go ahead.
Hobart M. Tucker, Otis Campbell, Hank Kimball, Sam Drucker, Briscoe Darling, Eb Dawson, Dud Wash, Judd Fletcher, Alf Monroe, Asa Brini, Rafe Hollister, Mr. Haney, Doris Ziffel, Clara Edwards, Floyd Smoot, Newt Kiley, Johnny Paul Jason, Sam Jones, Cannonball, and Ellie Walker.
I can't wait.
right.
We'll take a break.
I cannot.
There's nothing better than helping a family find the home of their dreams. It is more than just a mortgage, it's about helping people. Hi, this is Sarah Mole, mortgage originator for People's National Bank. We pride ourselves on providing quality products and services to meet the banking needs for the people that work and live right here. Since 1909, our focus continues on you, our customers. People's National Bank, it's our people that make a difference. Since 1909. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come on in to Napa and Fairfield and get the spring season started off right. We have lawnmower batteries starting at $22.99, golf cart batteries starting at $99.99. And don't forget, if you buy a set of wiper blades, we will install them for free. So stop on by your Fairfield Napa and ask for David, Chad, Vince, Steve, Nolan, Shaylin, or Derek at 123 West Delaware and get the good stuff.
Napa. Get the good stuff.
Gatsby's Gaming invites you to our Wayne County location. Gatsby's Gaming has our video gaming machines live, and we are now open 7 days a week. We are excited to provide an incredible gaming lineup with the newest video slot games available. Gatsby's Gaming has 5 new video gaming terminals with a vast variety of games. We supply free chips and soda to gamers while playing. Must be 21 to enter. Gatsby's Gaming, Wayne County, 1476 Illinois Highway 15, Fairfield.
Now open 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday and 1 p.m. on Sundays.
You know what sounds fun? Holiday World and Splash and Safari sounds fun. We're talking the kind of fun you find on 4.5 miles of rides and slides. The kind of fun that leads to the sounds of silence on the car ride home. Because the kids will be sleeping. The kind of fun that comes from finding the best savings online at holidayworld.com. So get the fun started today.
Free smoking! Free parking! Free sunscreen!
Hi, welcome to the Subway 7 for 7 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
Okay, let's have a round of applause.
Thanks, Johnny. Our contestants are playing for the 7 for 7 menu. They'll choose one of 7 different 6-inch subs, including favorites like the Italian BMT and Black Forest ham, plus get chips in a 21-ounce drink, all for $7. What a deal! Subway, make it what you want. Let's play!
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
An average yield increase of 27 bushels per acre. That's rare in corn. So is 8 more bushels in soybeans. Yeah, if you want gains that big in your fields, you need a stronger fungicide. One that works overtime when the rest punch out. Triva Pro Fungicide. Ask for it at your local Syngenta retailer. Always read and follow label instructions.
Grilling season is upon us, and you need a new grill. Time to visit the experts at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Phoenix, Broil Master, and Louisiana Pellet Grills are in the showroom. Let us help you make the right choice for your cooking needs. Get a great price on the Phoenix Grill right now, only $575. That's Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods, 1423 West Main in Fairfield, 8 to 5 weekdays, Saturdays 8 to noon.
Cook Funeral Chapel in Carmi, Crossville, and Grayville wishes you a happy and safe Independence Day. Cook Funeral Chapel reminds you to be safe while enjoying fireworks. Happy 4th of July from everyone at Cook Funeral Chapel in Carmi, Crossville, and Grayville.
Time to check that radar weather. Scattered showers and thunderstorms today with a high 89. 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms tonight, low 72. For tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms with the high 89. The outlook for Friday, partly sunny, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 88. And for Saturday, chance of showers and thunderstorms with partly sunny skies once again with a high 87. Overnight low 73, yesterday's high 93. 3/100ths of an inch of rainfall yesterday afternoon at the WFIW studios. Humidity at 88%, winds from the southwest at 3 miles an hour, pressure at 29.93. Partly cloudy skies, 79 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar showing no precipitation anywhere in the state of Illinois at the present time. All right, trivia time. Well, sort of trivia time.
Yeah,
now, you guys aren't going to.
It's game time.
One of you say Mayberry and one of you say Hooterville, so one of you is going to be right. You're going to do that.
No.
Right.
I think we'll be able to. I feel
most
pretty
of these you're going to be
comfortable.
able to get. All right.
All right.
Hobart M. Tucker.
That's Hooterville.
No, I don't think so. I think it's Mayberry.
Do you know who it was in Mayberry? Reverend Tucker.
Reverend. Oh,
I was right.
Okay. Otis Campbell. Duh.
Mayberry.
Yeah. Hank
Yeah.
Kimball.
Kimball, of course, was part of Green
Hooterville.
Acres and Hooterville. Yes,
What was his job?
he was the county agent.
Yeah.
That's right. Sam Drucker.
Hooterville.
That's right. He was the general
Store clerk,
manager of the
right.
store, Drucker's.
Okay, right. Briscoe Darling.
Mayberry.
Yeah,
Correct.
because he had the Darling kids that included what was her name? She was the one that
Charlene.
Charlene and
Charlene.
Ernest T. Bass had a thing for her, right?
Yep.
And Dud, was it Dud that ended up marrying her? I think it was.
Dud's going to show up here in a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Dud-
blew
All
it.
right.
to
No, you didn't. Eb Dawson.
That's Green Acres. That's
Hooterville.
All right.
Now he was, of course, the right-hand man of Oliver Douglas, who was the
Oliver Wendell Douglas.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
He forgot again.
I'm going to get. There's going to be some administrative sanctions put on me by not putting on the camera. Go ahead.
All right. Dud Wash.
That's Mayberry.
Yeah.
Who played him?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Give us.
Bob Denver.
Bob
Gilligan.
Denver played Dud in really before Gilligan.
Yep.
After Maynard G. Krebs?
Yes. I think that's right.
Another
Really?
credit for Bob Denver.
Yeah, I did
that
not
I didn't
know
know
that.
about.
Judd Fletcher.
That was Mayberry.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
Anybody know who he was?
The checker player.
The old man.
The old man, yeah.
Alf Monroe.
Alf
Monroe.
Monroe.
I think that's Hooterville, because wasn't he one of the painters?
Boom. Well done, sir.
The what something brothers.
No,
What
yeah,
was
it
his
was
sister's name?
Ralph.
Ralph. Very
Alf
good,
and
Mark.
Ralph.
I am impressed. All right. Asa Brini.
That was the mayor. No. But that was Mayberry.
Correct.
Okay, well I'll give you that. Who was he?
You know who it is?
Asa. He was the bank guard.
Correct.
Very
good. Also the
good.
furniture store.
When he pulled his gun out, the whole thing fell apart.
Rafe Hollister.
That's
Mayberry.
Yeah, Mayberry.
Right. Mr. Haney.
Hooterville.
Right.
Yeah, of course Haney owned Green Acres and sold it to Oliver Wendell
Mr.
Douglas.
Douglas.
Yeah, that's a pretty good handle.
Norris Ziffel.
course, that's Doris
Yeah.
Ziffel. She's Arnold's mom.
Yeah, on Hooterville.
Right. Clara
Arnold
Edwards.
being the pig.
That was Mayberry.
All right, here's one. Floyd Smoot.
That's
He's one of the railroad guys, one of the guys that ran the Hooterville Cannonball, if I'm not
That's
mistaken.
right. Train engineer. Newt Kiley.
That is Hooterville as well.
Yeah.
He was a neighboring farmer.
Right.
Johnny Paul Jason.
That's
It's Mayberry.
Opie Cunningham's best friend.
That's right.
Opie Cunningham.
That's an Eddie Murphy thing. Opie Cunningham.
Yeah, Opie Cunningham.
Sam Jones.
Sam Jones was that was Hooterville, wasn't it?
Was he the other engineer?
No, he wasn't the engineer. He was the boyfriend of one of the girls, wasn't he?
Mayberry. He came on when Andy left.
Okay.
Oh, we're talking about post Andy Griffith show.
Okay.
Mayberry
The
RFD.
Cannonball.
That's Hooterville.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ellie Walker.
Mayberry. She was the lady druggist.
Oh yeah, she was she was the first girlfriend, wasn't she?
That's right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
He
she
had
was
3.
Well, okay, so let's just do that real fast. There was Ellie. There was Helen Crump.
Mm-hmm.
Was there somebody in between?
Yes.
There
she was a nurse.
Paula?
No. She was a county nurse.
Yeah, I know who it is.
No,
Blonde.
no, yeah.
I thought her name was Paula. Maybe not.
And Andy got around, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
They appeared to be age appropriate
and who
too.
was the?
Gosh darn it, what's her
and
name?
Who took care of Andy and Opie before Aunt B?
Who took care?
It was the
of
first episode.
Was it Clara?
No, Rose.
Rose.
Really?
Rose was
She
the
was
maid.
left.
The lady that
She got married.
Yep.
Lady that played Aunt B's rival friend. What was her name?
Clara.
Yeah, Clara. She was in a lot of those shows, and she was in a lot of other shows.
She was in a lot of Don Knotts movies too.
Yeah, she was.
Don Knotts.
Mm-hmm.
I think, for my money, the best TV character in history was
Yeah.
Barney Fife.
Yeah.
You tell me somebody that's more significant.
I think he's got the Emmys to prove it.
Yeah.
I think he's Mick Jagger's dad.
I just thought and anything that when they have incredibly successful sitcoms like that, just like Baby
There's always
Quarters.
a sidekick.
Well, no, I mean just when when it goes 8 or 9 seasons and it has the popularity that Andy Griffith Show had, or Dick Van Dyke, or MASH, or you are definitely typecast.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to do, and that's why it's interesting that somebody like Bob Denver was able to traverse 3. I mean, to end up being Gilligan, where people go, "Oh, that's Maynard G. Krebs. He's not, not Gilligan."
Yeah, but when you look at it though, Maynard G. Krebs was a little bit of a
flake.
Dud Wash
Flake.
was a little bit of a he wasn't really a flake. He was just portrayed as
backwards.
Backwards.
Yeah.
And then Gilligan was the same way.
Now, when Dud came back from the military, that wasn't Bob Denver. That was a different actor.
Okay, see, that's where I was.
This is the one
confused.
where he was going to get married. He was going to get married, and he was going to fight.
Oh, is this
Ernest
the
T.
one
Bass.
where Barney dressed up in the?
I think that's
In the
right.
wedding gown.
Oh, that was another great one.
And Ernest T. Bass came up, ripped that veil off, and said,
He
"I'm
just-
going to kiss you."
Look at me. I'm Ernest T.
That's my favorite character.
Always
on
throwing
there.
rocks.
It's my favorite character.
Ernest T. Bass?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
Otis myself.
Yeah, I was a big Otis fan.
He was the voice of Winnie the Pooh.
Otis?
Otis
Yep.
Campbell was?
Did several cartoon characters.
This man is an
There's a
encyclopedia.
plethora of knowledge.
A myriad.
But I still can't think
a
of
myriad
what the
plethora
county,
of
what the nurse's name was on there that dated Andy.
We're gonna have to
Let's
find that
hang
out.
on, hang on, let me-
See, that's the beauty of a handheld computer. You can look it up. You see, he doesn't even have to type it.
Is it Sally?
He talks to it,
Yeah.
and he comes up with the answer. We're gonna find out.
I found this on the web.
Uh-oh. She's talking back to him. We should just have that on mic. He should be able to hear your Siri respond back to you.
List of the Andy Griffith Show characters. All right, let's see here.
Uh-oh, somebody thinks they might know.
Let's find out.
All right.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
That nurse's name was Peg.
Peggy.
Hey!
Thank you.
Thank you. You saved us, and that's the way to wrap up a show.
Paula.
Yeah, you were close.
Now, didn't he almost have another girlfriend? Remember the cousin of Thelma Lou that came in was the shooter?
Yeah.
Remember that episode?
Yes, I do.
When he took her shooting and wouldn't let her shoot because she's a girl.
Yep. And then that hooker he picked up in Raleigh that night.
Oh, yeah. Come on down.
The party girls. The party girls. Oh, that was another great episode. All right. Well, we've gone down memory lane long enough here. That was perfect. It's
Daphne and Skippy.
That's who it was. Oh, Daphne. Yeah, I remember. Oh, that was great. KO Wednesday. Always fun here. Thank you for everything you do, Ken. I appreciate it. And
You're
tomorrow, the 1-year anniversary of Morning Coffee, and we're going to have Double D and celebrating his 30th birthday. Oh, this should be big. This is the way to celebrate the 4th of July.
It is.
All right. Take care. We'll talk to you later.
Streaming live on WFIWradio.com. And join us on Facebook and Twitter. This is WFIW, Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, where you can save up to $600 on Serta iComfort mattress sets through July 8th at Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. A Navy SEAL acquitted of murder charges by a military jury in San Diego says he was being framed. Eddie Gallagher was accused of stabbing a wounded Iraqi prisoner to death and tells Fox,
We knew I was innocent of these charges.